Hello Africa, hello everybody, welcome. This is the journey to one Africa.
Hey, good morning everybody, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We are leaving right now our hotel. We're going to National Museum. I can't wait. Hopefully we'll be able to learn the history of Uganda and everything related to that. So let's get out of here. We ordered this little car with our friends.
Hello Africa, hello everybody, welcome back to Swahili Nation. And guys, where I am right now is where exactly we wanted to be. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the National Museum of Uganda. Give them 360. Show them the National Museum of Uganda. Show them. This is the National Museum. Do you see that? Can you see that? What we're gonna do, we're not gonna stop this video, guys. We're gonna show you from beginning all the way to the end. We're gonna have a tour guide telling us about things about here, Uganda, the history of Uganda and everything. Man, we cannot wait to learn everything about this country. Look at this. This is welcome to the Uganda National Museum, entrance fee and whatever guided policy. And there's a lot of policies, you can see them. I'll tell you this, if you come to Uganda, this is the first place you can come to learn about the history of Uganda, everything about Uganda. This is the place. And it is the National Museum. Let me say this again. This is the National Museum of Uganda. Let's go. The moment you step your feet in this museum, you already see the history. That is the world history right there, everywhere. Swahili Nation. Swahili Nation, yeah. Hey, man. I'm so grateful. Man, I'm here, man. I'm here. Hey, see the guy? It's me, man. It's me, man. Wow, man. You're back in Africa now. Yes, yes. I'm here in your country. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I appreciate it. Great. Yeah, man. You know what? Let me talk to you a little bit. I got somebody here, man. My brother from Uganda. Hey. What is that thing, man? What is that thing? He has no idea what he's watching right now. Hey, what's up, man? How are you, man? You good? Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Nika, what's your name, man? Peter. Peter? Yes. And you? Mark. Mark? Yeah. Peter, so you're from Uganda?
I'm from Uganda. I used to follow you all the time.
Really? And you stopped?
Yeah, I'm still following you as well. So I was surprised to see you outside there.
Yeah, that's why when I came here to see the country, tell people about Uganda, because you guys are neighbors, eh? True. And we never came here before. Yeah. So I wanted to show people about Uganda and tell stories about this.
That's great for you're really welcome to Uganda.
And I'm glad to see you here in the museum. You're Ugandan and you came to the museum.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing, man.
True.
Yeah, we're here, man. Yeah, we're here. Yeah, I'm here with a couple of my friends.
That is the crew?
Yeah, this is the crew. My friends, two of them, him.
Wow.
Yeah, all of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot to see in Uganda, by the way.
Really?
Not only the museum. Okay. When you go to entire East African, east of Uganda, western of Uganda, there are a lot of things to discover from there.
Then give me some recommendation. Where should I go?
You go to Fort Potro. Fort Potro. Those Staragatite stalagmites, there are crater lakes, there are salt lakes, national park with Elizabeth, it's also in Uganda, Equator, it's also in Uganda, Kasese, all those are in western. There are also gorillas.
Oh man.
When you go deep in south of Uganda, you find them there.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Man, I would love to go to see gorillas and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. This is good because we have it. We're going to check it out.
Sure.
And try to visit
Mount Renzol as well, don't miss out.
Wow.
They are pygmies, you know, those short guys.
Yeah.
You find them in Mount Renzol, those areas, and Chisoro, around Western Uganda covered.
Wow.
A lot of stuff here.
What is one thing you say about Uganda to people who do not know Uganda? Just one thing.
One thing I can say about Uganda, the real definition of Pearl of Africa.
Wow.
That is the brief I can tell you. Everything is in Uganda. Whatever they mention about Africa, it is here in Uganda. So once you come to Uganda, you'll be able to discover everything that is in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I'm feeling right now, man. The Pearl of Africa.
Official language. Yes.
What is the official language?
Rutoro.
Rutolo.
Yes.
That's the official language of Uganda.
Yes, Rutoro.
Can you greet, like, how do you say hello?
Mulimutinyen.
Mulimutinywenu. Nah, mulimutinywenu. How can I say my friend?
Munyani wange.
Munyani wange. Munyani
Language Uganda.
Yes.
Rutoro.
I appreciate, man.
Museveni Mutoro.
Museveni Mutoro. Guys, I appreciate, man.
Brother,
I don't know if you're right.
Enjoy Uganda. We are still around.
Thank you so much.
I will follow you.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Wow, this is good. You see, now that is my 10,000, eh? Yes. This this is the flower of Uganda. Hey, hi. How are you?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Hope.
Yeah.
Hope is my name.
Hope.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Even when you smile, it looks like hope.
Thank you.
Wow. You're Ugandan?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God. What would you tell me about Uganda? Just one thing.
It's the best place to be. People are good. Yeah. Food is good. Everything is good.
I cannot wait to actually have traditional food today for the first time.
Yeah.
Where should we go to have?
There is Rolex. Rolex is a good one.
Oh, really?
You should test.
Where can we get that?
In the open markets, we have Kamocha.
Oh, really? Kamocha.
Yeah.
All right. We'll check that out. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Give me this. Thank you. Hello, madam. How are you? You're looking fine.
Thank you.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
Oh, what's your name?
I'm Ruth.
So we are okay right now to go?
No,
The
you
museum.
pay.
No, we pay first, eh?
Yeah.
I thought this was my pass.
No, it's not your part.
All right, guys, we need to pay, and you know why we pay? We pay because we are contributing to the economy of Uganda, and it's very important to do that out of respect of our grandpa, Yo Kaguta Museveni. Where's the money?
Money is disappearing.
Your money is disappearing all of a sudden. I can't find my money, huh? I only find receipts.
Yeah.
So one thing you can tell us about this museum: when was this museum built?
It was built in 1900.
1900. So since then it hasn't been repaired.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
nice.
we are soon renovating.
Okay, soon innovating. This is good. And it's gonna be here, right? The National Museum.
Yes.
All right. That's good. Yeah.
What's your name?
We would like to know basically the history of Uganda before colonization, during colonization, after colonization. Anything necessary for Uganda, like that. I know we have, between us and you, we have a dark history, but that's not where we are here. We're here for just Uganda. We're here to promote Uganda. You see? No, give me some. You see? No, this is madam. It's true, we had something in the past. Those were ancestors, but we are different. We're moving to... Yes, we're one people, and that is our message. One Africa, one people.
Yeah.
That's our message. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Ndakukunda Uganda.
So you're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
The Uganda National Museum. This is the oldest museum in East Africa. I'm called Livingstone, actually. Livingstone.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the oldest museum in East Africa. It started in 1908. It has 116 years. It started from old Kampala at Uganda'S fort near the current Gaddafi National Mosque in 1908. Then in 1942, it was shifted to Makerere University School of Fine Art. Then in 1952, it was shifted to Chitante Hill, Kampala District, Central Division, and then we had a phase of renovation that was done in 1972. You're lucky you came before closure because we are planning to close for renovation and expansion.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the museum in pictures, and they basically describe and display how it has been shifting over the years. Yeah. So you're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
We have regional museums. One is found in Kabale in Southwestern Uganda. One is found in Soroti in Eastern Uganda. Then another one is found in Northern Uganda in Moroto, far away, neighborhood with Kenya.
All right.
Yeah.
But this one is the national one, right?
National Museum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can have a look at this showcase.
Yeah.
That it describes the first printing machine in Uganda.
Wow.
This printing press was brought by Alexander Mackay. He came with the Church Missionary Society in 1876. So it's roughly 148 years old. They could use these wooden letters, set them down here, you print word by word, and then you combine and make kind of a statement.
Wow.
So it's one of the first printing machines that were brought back then in the 80s.
Wow.
And was first assembled at Natete here in Kampala at the first printing place.
It's amazing.
Then in the background, that is Kasubi Tombs, a UNESCO heritage site where they buried all the kings of Uganda Kingdom. And then this is Kampala in 1962, showing Kampala city when Uganda got independence in 1962. We have a display about Uganda's traditional dress code and how it's been changing over the years. We started from the backcloth that is listed under UNESCO. It's a fabric that is made out of the ficus tree. It's a fig tree. It's called Ficus dentalis. You get the bark of a fig tree, place it on a hardwood, and then you pound it, keeps on expanding. Then out of it, you make this kind of a fabric. And that's what they could use to make clothes. And then we went to Suka. Then from Suka, which was actually the school uniform in one of the oldest schools like Gayaza Girls High School, we went to Usyoti, which people call Gomesi today. That was named after an Indian lady who had a shop in Kampala back then in the 80s that was called Gomesi, from a place called Goa in India. So this is the current traditional dress code for women today in Uganda.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here we do have...
I'm sorry, this book was first printed by
These
Ugandan
are
company?
some of the first books to be printed by Ugandan companies.
Okay.
But of course, they used kind of modernized machines, not this one you're seeing on display.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And this is a book about what?
They actually, this is called Ekitabu Ekitukuvu. It consists of Catholic prayers that usually teach to young children and even the old whenever they are going for confirmation. So they are like kind of like a Bible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Then here we have the Uganda Matters. I don't know if you've heard about Uganda Matters. These are people who were burnt to ashes in 1885, 86, and 87. When the Christian missionaries came into Uganda, they were trying to spread Christianity. And there was a king who was called Mwanga. He didn't believe in Christian faith. When he saw Ugandan being converted into Christian faith, the guy was so suspicious, and for him, he thought instead they wanted to take power over him. Then he came up and ordered for the killing of the Ugandans who had started following the Christian faith, and very many people, over 40, were burnt to ashes in 1885, 86, and 87. So these are Ugandans who were killed because of believing in God, because of believing in their faith. Every 3rd June, we gather at the National Catholic Church here in Kampala, Namugongo Martyrs Shrine, celebrate the lives of Ugandans who were killed because of believing in their faith in 1885, 86, and 87.
Wow.
Those are the Uganda Martyrs.
Yes, yes, sir.
Then we have the arm bangles and copper wires, which were used for tying the slaves during slave trade. And coral shells, these were used kind of a mode of exchange, like a currency in East Africa.
Oh, the shells, huh?
Yeah, the
So
shells.
this was kind of like money.
Yes, and actually they were picked from Indian Ocean.
Oh.
Then here we have items that Arab traders were basically interested in. They were interested in salt, ivory, and then tortoise shell. So whenever they could come to Uganda, they could meet this man. This was called Chief Smei Kakunguru. He was kind of an administrator in Uganda. Kakunguru. It's called Smei Kakunguru. So these guys could pass through him, and just because he was a collaborator, he could give them kind of a protection, and then they could be able to take Ugandan items. So these are some of the imported items from these countries, the outside countries, like, you know, back then it was barter trade, exchange of goods and services. Like, I just imagine someone taking ivory and they're giving us second-hand clothes. It was kind of a bit unfair, but maybe they back then had no control over this, so that's what they could use to exchange with the Ugandans. And then even this gun, it was brought by these guys, the Arab traders, and it was given to this guy, Chief Smei Kakunguru, because he collaborated with these Arab traders. Whatever they could do, whatever they could be, like taking Ugandan items. So they had to give a gun, give him a gun. It was kind of easy, like, for protection in his region in eastern Uganda.
How old is this gun?
This gun was bought in 80s.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So probably I can't tell the exact years. Yeah, but it was bought back then, the 80s. Yeah.
That's good.
Then here we have Chibuka or Mumbale. Chibuka or Mumbale, this was the traditional god of war. We do have, I don't know if all of them are still existing, but we had so many traditional gods in Uganda. We had god of war, god of maybe blessing, like the farmers to harvest more, god of rainmaking, so god of like controlling water levels on different lakes and rivers. Chibuka was basically the god of war in the central region, and he had supernatural powers for people who would want to go for fighting. And people in the central region believed in Chibuka, that whenever they could want to go to fight, and through Chibuka's kind of blessings, they could go to the shrine, perform rituals, and they believed out of this shrine they could win each and every battle. So before going for any kind of fight, they could go to Chibuka's shrine, perform rituals, and they could go determined, and they could know at the end of the day they could be able to win each and every battle. So it was the traditional god of war in the central region in Uganda. We do not have physical traditional gods. They were not visible, and you literally played the spirits, and then you believe things happen. Yeah, so that's how the traditional gods in Africa work. Then right there, this is the traditional ambulance. Ambulance? Basically, yeah, for transporting the sick and sometimes the dead. Yeah, it was basically for transporting the sick. Initially in the museum, we do not allow people to touch on the museum artifacts.
I'm sorry.
That is one of the...
fine. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe like poor conservation, because you receive so many people.
Indeed.
So they might end up spoiling,
Indeed.
But it was basically for transporting the sick and sometimes the dead, especially in Southwestern Uganda.
Wow.
So it's called a traditional ambulance, or you can call it a stretcher.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, we are very smart, because this is what they use today. I mean, in the hospital, but in the form of beds.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what they could use.
Wow.
Then
marimba.
This is called amadinda.
Amadinda.
Yeah, we call it amadinda.
Can I play?
It's okay, you can play.
Let's do this. Cannot inabidi ucheze sasa. Dance, man. Thank you.
So it's called a xylophone. The sound of the xylophone depends on the depletion down here. The bigger the depletion, the deeper the sound of the xylophone.
Wow.
So if you want to get the clear sound of it, you basically have to play on the edges here.
Wow. Wow, that's Ugandan dance. What is the Ugandan traditional dance?
We do have so many traditional dances, and actually each region, Uganda is composed of 5 regions.
Yes.
We are 66 tribes, so each kind of region has its own unique traditional dance. So we have a vast number of different traditional dances in Uganda. Yeah. So these are drums.
Yes.
They're used for communication. And then entertainment. People had their own ways. They could drum on several occasions. Maybe there is an emergency. They want people to go to work. Like maybe they don't want to see lazy people seated in the community. Yeah, they could drum in a unique way. Maybe they have attacked a neighbor. Maybe a king has died. They could drum in a unique way, and then people could understand this kind of drumming means do this, do that, and then do that. Yeah. So they are called traditional music instruments. Then maybe to describe this section in a summary.
Yes, that's
because
good.
this section takes a lot of time to describe the history of the beginning of Uganda.
Yes.
These are archaeological sites that are found in different places around Uganda. Uganda has over 100,000 archaeological sites, and they're just separated into different places around Uganda. But basically, these 2 sites are more important because there are 2 sites. Actually, there are 3, but one is not on display. It's called Bogero. We have Bogero, we have Ntusi, and then we have Bigo Byamgenyi. The sites where we believe the first people settled in Uganda. These people are called the Bachwezi. They came around the 14th century. Yeah.
What does it mean, Zavachwezi?
Bachwezi were like semi-gods. They are known for appearing and then disappearing. So they had the Bigo Byamgenyi, where the headquarters are. Those are the trenches that they could use to mark their boundaries. And then they had another site called Ntusi. These are archaeological collections. That is a grinding stone that they could use to grind like sorghum and millet.
Yeah.
And then we have an iron slang that they could use while burning the iron ore to make, like, through iron smithing and iron smelting, to make iron tools. And these are old remains of different animal structures, especially the cows, because they kept the long-horned cattle. Then this map is breaking down the different sites that you can actually visit in Uganda. Uganda is gifted with nature. Uganda has Western Uganda that is basically known for wildlife. Western Uganda has over 6 national parks. It has Chivale National Park that is best known for chimpanzee trekking. Actually, it has the highest number of chimpanzees in Eastern Africa. It is here that you can get the best hiking experience. Rwenzori Mountains National Park, which is the highest peak in Uganda. We have Bwindi Impeneto National Park, the world's best gorilla trekking destination, with over 50% of the total mountain gorillas in the whole world. You have Queen Elizabeth National Park. You can actually see the big 4 animals, and in case you're interested in seeing all the big 5, you have to travel to Machon Falls National Park, which is also known for having the world's most powerful waterfall, which are the Machon Falls in Eastern Uganda.
Can I ask about this?
Yes.
Why is it called Queen Elizabeth National Park?
It was named after the Queen of England.
And who named it?
But when he visited it, when he visited Uganda, you know, these physical features and national parks, they have that kind of European names that were named after those guys. You know, we are colonized by the British. But again, we have our local names here.
Hey, I want to know that. The original name of Queen Elizabeth, what was the old name?
I'll make
you check it out.
Yeah, check
right.
it out. Yeah. Like Lake Victoria, this is called Lake Narubale. So it is not called Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria was called after those guys, the Europeans.
Oh yeah,
But
Victoria.
it's called Narubale.
Narubare. I love that, man.
Yeah, so
Narubare.
these physical features and these natural kind of sites, they have their local names.
But Narubare, what does it mean, Narubare?
Narubale, I do
Did not know.
go deep into.
That's okay. That's okay.
Then here we have Northern Uganda and Eastern Uganda. They're basically known as places where you can go and see the typical African traditional lifestyle. These guys still live in a typical traditional way, especially the Karamajongs in Northern Uganda, just in neighborhood with Kenya. These guys, if you go there today and then you go back after 20 years, you won't notice any difference. They still live in a typical traditional way, and they still have the typical traditional practices.
Oh, we call them
Karamajongs.
Karamajongs.
Yeah.
Karamajongs.
They live like Maasais of Kenya. Then we have Eastern Uganda. That is the adventure capital of Uganda. You can check out the source of River Nile. You do the water rafting, bungee jumping, zip lining, quad biking, water tubing, and all other adventure activities on River Nile in Eastern Uganda. Yeah, so all these are the sites that you can actually visit and enjoy yourselves as you move around Uganda. Yeah,
appreciate it. You're gonna have to go here.
Yeah, it's near, it's good. Just so that marks the end of ethnohistory, and then this is ethnography, a section that breaks down Uganda's different tribes and cultures. So these are traditional headdresses. We shall now try to be faster because this is now full of like physical artifacts.
Okay, that's good.
These are headdresses that were used for entertainment in the communities. Yeah, so you see these are different tribes, meaning each tribe had its own unique kind of a traditional headdress that they could use back in the days. Maybe there are funerals, initiation, weddings, victory, any kind of, maybe twin birth, they could just put on the head, they start dancing in communities.
It started a long time ago, brother.
Yeah, sure. Then these are face masks, they are used in wars. Then they also use it for entertainment, and then other stories say that sometimes they could use face masks to scare away like the young kids who could not behave in families. Maybe they want you to fetch water, to collect firewood, and then parents could use the face mask, and then kids will get scared and they behave in their families. So they are traditional face masks.
Like traumatized kids.
We have a collection from Uganda, Nigeria, and then Congo over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
hunting tools back in the days. Yeah. That's the hippo harpoon for trapping the birds, and this is for trapping the edible rats in Karamoja in northern Uganda. These guys still hunt these edible rats. I'm a tour operator. I've done many trips in northern Uganda. So I've seen this happening even today. We have two regions that are basically known for animal rearing. That is Ankole in western and then Karamoja in northern Uganda. So western Uganda, they keep long-horned cattle, and then in northern Uganda, they keep short-horned cattle. Their milking gourds are different. Western Uganda, they make them out of 3 species, and then northern Uganda, they make them out of carabashes. Yeah, so you know a carabash?
No.
It's a special plant. It grows like pumpkins. So when it is ready, you scoop it inside, you remove the seeds, and then you use it for taking milk. But when you go to southwestern Uganda, they use it for taking local beer.
Karamoja.
And animals were also used for prestige. The families that had many cows could gain respect in communities.
What is Karamoja?
Karamoja is a region in northern Uganda, and the people are called Karamajongs.
Karamajongs, that's the place you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah, that is a chicken basket that was used by Lango people. Yes, but it is stuffed. They just apply chemicals to keep it for years, but it's a real one. Then this is Chigezi sub-region. This is a southwestern Uganda, Chigezi region. People call it Switzerland of Africa. Switzerland of Africa because of its natural beauty. It's a place that has the third deepest lake in Africa that is composed of 29 islands. It is called Lake Munyonyi, and the place is so beautiful in a way that, I mean, it has kept Uganda for so long because these guys produce like agricultural products in large quantities. Yeah. They grow cassava, they grow sweet potatoes, they grow matoke and so many other foodstuffs. So it's called Southwestern Uganda, and these are collections of way back that were used for agriculture in the region. The tools have changed. Now if you look at hoes, pangas that are being produced today and made today, they are totally different from what you're seeing on this place. So I don't know if it is also part of evolution, but things have kind of bit changed with time.
It's called Chigezi, yeah?
It's called Chigezi or Chigezi. It depends on your pronunciation.
Chigezi.
Yeah, so that's the rain stone and the rain pot that they could use to perform rituals to call rain to come, and they start planting and growing crops. Yeah.
Man, we used to make rain. Make it rain. That's how scientists Africans are, man.
So the bigger pots we basically use it for keeping dry food. Maybe you finished harvesting, you could keep your food stuffs over there. Then in case you want to plant in the next season, now you go to the pot and then you pick up, and then you go, you plant your beans, maybe sorghum or millet, simu or any other kind of crop. Then those are perfume pots. Back then, even today, the special herbs, when you burn it, it has some good scent. So they could just put them in the pot, and then you do the fumigation process in the room, and then the good scent will move around all over the bedroom. So traditionally, that's how people are making perfume. Then the medium pots were for cooking and then covering water. Then smaller pots were basically for serving food, salt, and then milk. So all these are ceramic pieces. They are containers that are made out of clay, and they belong to different regions all over.
Wow.
Then those are Ugandan food crops. Yeah. Coffee is our biggest export. I think today Uganda is the 4th coffee producing country in the whole world.
Wow.
Then those are groundnuts, beans, yams, sweet potatoes, sorghum, and everything, like you're seeing everything on display. In the background, that is winnowing process, preparing millet before you grind it. You have to remove that stuff to make it so clean before you start grinding.
Looking at that, look at that scenario, man. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, that's the traditional setup. Actually, even today when you go to northern Uganda, you still find a lot of people living in this kind of traditional setup. Yeah. Then all over there, you can check on the baskets. The basket tray containers.
We used to use this in the church.
Woven baskets, and even today, I think.
For offerings.
Yeah. Some people actually still use those baskets, even in Ugandan churches.
And do you hear that? Uganda is number 4 in the world for producing coffee.
Yeah, we do produce coffee.
That's a big deal, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are smoking pipes.
Do you know like the number of the maybe income that comes from coffee yearly?
No. To be honest with you, I don't have the updated statistics.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll find out about that.
So down here we have just the raw materials.
Yeah.
They show you the clay for making the pots you've already seen up. These are raw materials for making the baskets. And then this is woodworking. Things that are made out of tree species.
Yes.
Then here we have the bark cloth making. The making of the other bark of a tree, the bark cloth.
Yeah.
So this is the fig tree, you get it out of the tree, then you place it on a hardwood, you pound it, keeps on expanding, and you apply the mallet depending on the level of pounding you reached on. Then on the final piece, you apply this final touch. Then out of this fabric, it's the one that you could use to make clothes, make table mats, wall hangings, bed sheets, and other materials. At a certain point, whenever kings could die, they were buried in the bark cloth in one way to respect Ugandan cultures and traditions. That is, this is leather working. things made out of different animal skins. Have you ever seen a sand made out of elephant skin?
Elephant skin, no.
It was
This is elephant skin.
Karamajong, yeah.
Wow, Karamajong people, they're amazing, man.
Those guys have maintained our cultures. That's why you see the percentage of museum is about
Karamajong.
Karamajongs.
To visit them.
Then that is a buffalo skin shoe.
Wow.
It's made out of a buffalo skin. Baby carriers have not just come, even over 100 years. We had
crazy,
our
man.
baby carriers, so these things were there back then.
Karamajong! And then think about the Ugandan name you're going to give it to me. I need the Ugandan name. I'm from Karamajong, Karamajong tribe. Yeah.
So these are containers for taking local beer. Local beer is made out of banana juice.
Okay.
Get banana juice, then you mix grain flour, then you give it days to ferment, like 4 to 5 days. Then you take it as local beer. Those are drinking straws.
Wow.
Yeah. Then you can check on the smoking pipes. It is so funny that smoking was part of recreation.
Wow.
But today it is hard to find Ugandan smoking.
Wow.
Yeah, it is now very hard to find Ugandans smoking like the culture
traditional
has
way.
kept on dying. Yeah, but smoking is restricted. You're not allowed to smoke in public.
Wow. Here in Uganda.
Yeah, in Uganda.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are tobacco bags.
You're allowed to smoke in public?
Yes.
What do you smoke?
People smoke tobacco because they don't allow any importation of these cigarettes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
So in
and
Uganda,
smoking-
cigarette is not imported.
yes.
That's wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. And even the little things that people smoke are charged at a very extra high cost to restrict the smoking stuff that enter the country, because I mean these things are not good,
For health.
to be honest with you.
So what is the difference between these traditional smokes and the current smoke? Because this used to be
The
Ugandan
traditional
tradition, right?
smoking pipes were made out of clay,
Okay.
and maybe what could be an advantage, this smoke was local. You know that getting a local plantain and you grind it,
Yeah.
but you never know what is imported, what they mix in, and it's processed, and you may end up.
So today you can do this. It's not illegal if you want
That
to.
one, you
Marijuana,
can
whatever.
do your marijuana and then smoke it. If you can smoke
Public.
No, not in public.
Right.
You're not allowed to smoke
But
in
they do
public.
sell cigarettes, right?
You mean like which kind of cigarettes?
These imported ones.
No, they don't.
You don't import cigarettes here?
We don't import cigarettes.
It's prohibited. Wow.
Yeah, it's prohibited.
Grandpa.
Then these are games.
Salute.
The traditional games that were played by people back in the days.
Yeah.
The only game that maybe doesn't exist today is goat fighting. I can be honest with you, you can't find goat fighting in Uganda. Other games are played, but in a modern way. This is so common, the board game, the wrestling, sliding, but you know the current wrestling and current sliding.
Guys, did you hear that? There is no smoking cigarette in Uganda, and they don't even import cigarette in Uganda. No. That's an amazing fact that I never knew about. And I think a lot of people don't know about. But that, kudos, Uganda.
Yeah, then these are arms for protection. Arms for protection. So arms, arrows, spears, they were made out of iron working and iron smithing process. The burning of iron ore to make iron tools. You know, we do have different stone ages. So this is the latest iron age period where people came up with an idea of burning iron ore and making modern iron tools. So they use it for protection, hunting, and out of iron ore they could make tools for agriculture. These are traditional fishing baskets that were used for fishing. Some are being used even today, especially in swampy areas. Yeah, so they are not common like the way they were used back in the days.
Yeah.
Then that is salt mining
Industries.
We have two places where we mine salt in Uganda. One is called Chibiro. It is on the shores of Lake Albert, but this is a filtration process that you go through to make salt. Then you have another one It is a salt lake in western Uganda in Lake Katwe in Queen Elizabeth National Park where we mine this salt. Yeah.
That, yeah.
Then here they show you the process of iron smithing and iron smelting. Iron ore right there. Keep on blowing in air. Then you have to burn it. Then after melting, you make the different iron tools.
Right.
Yeah. Then these are traditional chairs.
Oh yeah.
Other traditional stools. In the days, women were not allowed to sit on these traditional chairs in Uganda.
Today?
No, back then.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
So they wanted women to sit properly, and again, it was one way for respecting their husbands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So women actually are restricted even from eating some food. Yeah, like fish, eggs, and they believed, it's a belief that whenever they could eat such food, they could not be fertile like as expected. So that's why they're restricted. Yeah, of course, but the culture changed.
Yeah.
Now they eat everything,
and they sit
and now they say men are greedy.
They even sit like this.
Demonstrate it in a biological means. Why did they do that? In the old ways, the women were not allowed to eat eggs, fish, and what? This proteinous food, other proteinous food. Yeah. For in biological means, these kinds of food, they cause women to deliver baby with big weight. So they were restricting them to eat these proteinous food. As for now, a pregnant woman is not allowed to take much intakes of these so as to avoid big babies that can result into tearing or bearing a woman or a baby is born with glucose, hyperglycemia, diabetic, so kind of.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a doctor right there, man. So even our ancestors means they knew about these things.
Yeah.
They did not go to school for it, but they had that knowledge. And so they prevented women from eating this spontaneous food because of prevention of the babies and everything when it comes to the time of delivering a baby. Because at that time, they could not operate on them. They actually did it natural.
Yeah.
So if the baby is too big, you know what it means? Kudos to our ancestors, man. Look at that. Uganda.
Some chairs were actually even so specific. Like this one, it's called Omwami Akoye. Omwami Akoye is a Uganda statement that means the husband is tired. So it's like a resting chair for the tired husband.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Then that worked as a headstool. Even today, it was you either call it a headstool or a headrest. So it works like a pillow maybe in eastern Uganda and some parts of northern Uganda.
Let me ask you
grazing animals, if you're tired, you put it behind your neck and then you rest for you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So this was a resting husband chair. But in reality, we know in African culture, women, they are also very tired because they do all the work.
They had mats.
They had mats.
Yes.
So they had to sleep there. No, okay.
Even sitting, they could sit down on the mats. Yeah. They had their own mats.
This guy is from Karamoja.
No, I come from Western Uganda actually.
Okay.
So this is the backcloth. Now this is the finished piece. Yeah.
This is really nice.
You can just imagine this made out of the bark of a tree.
It came from the banana tree, you mean?
No, bark of a fig tree.
Fig tree.
Tree.
Oh my God.
You get the bark of a tree, pound it, then out of it you get this.
Can we buy this clothes anywhere?
Actually, yes.
I would like to buy some.
You can go to Uganda Road and then you check out those craft markets.
Uganda
they have
Road.
everything about backcloth.
I need to get this one, man. This is
so
is this a national cloth of Uganda?
The national what?
National cloth, national outfit.
No, this is our traditional dressing code. You can check it out.
Okay. Wow.
But this is a combination of Indians, British, and Arab traders.
Oh, so this is not Ugandan.
This was brought by Indians in the 1940s.
Yeah.
The British and then Arab trader. Then Uganda, the origin maybe from here are these wooden sandals. You call them Karabanda.
So for today, like, what is the national outfit of
this? Is the national dressing code.
But this is not Ugandan.
This is like a cultural kind of traditional wear in Uganda. Officially, that's how Ugandans dress up. You meet people going for the functions, for weddings, they'll basically dress like this.
But that basically is the combination of all the Western countries.
So this has
that one is better, you know. I really wish that were the traditional, because that is really traditional. This one is yeah, but at least you guys have.
Those are
we don't even
hats
have.
made out of backcloth as well.
And then comes 7.
Yeah, you
Always. Always. Old man.
Should not be political in this conversation.
You see it?
Yeah, so here we have the traditional kind of outfit for people.
Now, this is
Karamoja, northern Uganda. Skirts, baby carriers, they were all made out of animal skins.
Karamajong.
That is handcraft made materials by people in northern Uganda. Karamajongs.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Karamajong.
Then behind you we have Listesina Kaima. Like you've seen other traditional gods. She had supernatural powers.
Okay.
Yeah, she would perform rituals. It was also a shrine. It is in central region in Mubende, and she stayed under this tree. This tree is actually over 400 years old. It doesn't dry. It's been there for years, and that's why people could go and then perform rituals, and they believed out of that a lot of things could happen. For example, women who could not give birth, yeah, they could take offertories, you know, that kind of traditional offertories. Either you take animals, you slaughter down animals, take this kind of traditional money, make rituals, and then out of that, they believed she could give them blessings, and then they could take blessings out of this traditional site. Even if you go there today, still there are people who still live under that tree.
Wow.
Who are responsible over it, and we have a few Ugandans who still believe that they actually get blessings out of this traditional site.
Wow.
These are African strongest traditional sites. For example, you can't cut that tree down, otherwise something bad will happen maybe. So you have to keep them, preserve them the way they are for years, because I mean that's where we came from as Africans.
Exactly.
That's our history. Yeah, so this marks the end of ethnography. So Uganda is the second country with the highest number of bird species in the whole world.
Wow.
Uganda boasts 11.7 world's total percentage of birds, which makes it a unique birding destination.
Number second.
We have over 11% of the total birds in the world, and then we have over 50% of the total bird species in Africa.
Wow.
We do have over 1,000 different bird species all over across the country.
Wow. Guys, do you hear that? That's the speciality of Uganda. But explain to us a little bit about this one. You have this is chicken, right?
This is not a chicken.
What is that?
This is a grey-crowned crane. It's our national bird.
That's the one that is in the armor of Uganda, right?
Yes.
And also,
it's called the grey-crowned crane. It bears the colors of the national flag.
Ah, okay, all of them, eh?
And the reason as to why we don't display it in the museum, this being a showcase, you're literally tying a country in a showcase, and again, it should get freedom to move.
Ah, okay.
Not just being tied in one place.
But so
we treasure it so much. It's our national bird. And in case we kill it and there is evidence, the penalty, you won't like it.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
You go to prison.
Definitely.
Wow.
Then this is called paleontology. I don't know if you're a fan of science.
Yes, I love science, man.
But basically we have a lot of fossils that were dug from underground, from different places, from different sites around Uganda. When you get the fossils, you do the carbon dating process, and then you're able to determine the age. After making a comprehensive research, you write information about the fossil, and then you disseminate information. Dissemination can be maybe either through social media, you can write publications, you can put it out digitally, you can write books and everything, and then people will be able to access this information. In the middle, we have the remains of the oldest rhino in Africa that were discovered back then in a park in northern Uganda, the same area, Karamoja. So the carbon dating showed that they had stayed for between 19 to 20 million years, and they came out to be the remains of the oldest rhino in Africa. So that's how they these are always not the real pictures. It's like kind of a demonstration. Yeah, but because of extinction, animals have changed because of the size and the shape you see today. Today the rhino is big, it is short, it has a horn, so it has evolved. It's called evolution. I don't know if you believe in evolution, but the animal has changed because of evolution.
So this is like the oldest one?
Not the oldest cars, but these cars were special cars for the current president.
Current president.
Yeah.
Oh, back in the days.
His Excellency Kaguta Museveni, the current president of Uganda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was actually his first presidential car.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the days when he assumed power in 1986. So it is a cross-country V8 G-Wagon.
Wow.
They had the cameras that could detect the danger from a distance. Yeah, they are bulletproof cars. And like any other president, that's why they do not have number plates. You know, they usually put either like coat of arms or something else, but not the real number, like real number plate for other people.
This is the very first car of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni when he became a president. This one. This one. It had a camera, you can see there, camera. And you can see other cars that he used, and later on, these two and the other one right there. This is what I use. So for me, as a grandson,
not Obote.
So let me ask you a question, brother. Who were the original people who came to this country at the start? Like, you know, each country when you go, I hear the stories that, oh, they came from this area, that area, and then they landed here. What about the story in Uganda?
You have these oldest sites, like the Bachwe site, Nisembaole. Yeah, that the Bachwes occupied back in the days around 14th century.
Yeah.
When they came from Ethiopian highlands.
Oh.
So they are considered as some of the first people to settle here on the land. Yeah. So this section is called Independence Pavilion of Science and Industry. It was opened when Uganda was going to get independence. The entire section is 61 years old.
Yeah.
It was opened on 8th October 1962, and then Uganda got independence on 9th October 1962. So that's the reason as to why it's called Independence Pavilion of Science and Industry.
So okay, so according to what you said, that means the originality of people in here, they came from Ethiopia, you mean?
There are so many theories to be said.
Yeah, okay, so many theories.
There are so many theories.
Okay. I see, I see. All right. And look at this. So what about this car?
This is an ancient carriage.
Okay.
That was easy, definitely for carrying the big people.
Okay.
At the time, yeah. Like chiefs. They could either sit behind, then they take you off.
All right.
Then this was the first Ford car in Uganda.
Oh.
It was brought by. It was built by the Ford company. Yeah, being a Ford model. But it was the first Ford car in Uganda that was used by Sir Heskes Bell, who was a British governor in Uganda back in the days.
The guy who killed a lot of Ugandan, eh?
I do not know that history of killing.
Okay. You don't know, guys. Tanzania, you know, eh?
Oh.
We have that project together.
Yeah. After the pipeline is passing through TZ.
The ocean, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So these are crude oil samples.
Okay.
From the region.
Oh, okay.
And actually, this very week, I think that was the day when we had our first export.
Really, of oil?
This very week.
Man, Uganda is rich, man. Like oil, gas, salt. No, Africa is rich.
So we just mine it in the shores of Lake Albert, and we are neighbors to the Congolese, the Congo guys.
So where did you guys export to?
I'm not certain about so many countries that are going to have this.
Yeah.
So amazing, this is Lake Albert. We mine oil within Uganda, and then we are separated by the lake, and this is Congo.
Yeah. When did you guys discover this oil?
Oil was discovered way back.
Way back, eh?
Oil was discovered way back. But of course, there was a lot of, I don't know, I can call them, but Ugandans had their own things they wanted before people came in to extract Ugandan oil.
Yes.
For example, it wouldn't make sense when you mine oil, you take it, you process it, and then you bring back finished stuff, and then you sell Ugandan at a very
high price.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons that it delayed the extraction, and I think another issue is investment. You know, this is a big project. Probably it needs a lot of money. So it started of recent. You see, the process started around 2013, and we are up now. We are very soon starting enjoying the fruits of Ugandan oil.
And who is investing in this project right now?
The government.
The government. Oh, that's amazing. So the government owning it.
Yes, and that's one of the things they were trying to avoid, being owned by another person. Not being owned by Ugandans.
Wow. And you show this one as well? The map. Wait. All right.
Then maybe some lies with the hydropower. Uganda. Do you also supply Tanzania? Yes. Electricity. So we have different power stations, and we supply power to different countries. I think Rwanda and Kenya. So this is one of the hydropower projects.
Wow.
This is Bujagali. It's found in eastern Uganda.
So the one. So this is it one or a lot of them?
No, that is one power project.
Okay.
We have a recent concluded power project called Karuma. Has been worked on by Chinese and took 8 years. 8 years. So it's now the biggest power plant in Uganda. They haven't opened it officially. These are Ugandan Minerals. You can check them out. They show you the different mineral, where they mine it, and what they use it for.
That's amazing. How many minerals do you guys have?
They are listed here. There are many. Even gold, actually. Only that gold is not on display, but we have different gold mines.
They don't want you to come to steal it.
What have you heard about Uganda?
Uganda. You know, I heard about, running. Pretty much running.
When you talk about running, you must talk about Uganda, Kenya, and Ethiopia. These countries have been the leading champions in this.
In running.
So we do have a lot of medals that have been won by different Ugandans from different sports games. And actually, usually, some people always donate their awards out of will. Like Eddie Kenzo. Have you heard about
Eddie Kenzo? I've heard it.
Eddie Kenzo donated the first BET in the whole of Eastern Africa.
He brought it here?
Wow. So that was the first BET in the whole of Eastern Africa. So it was donated by Eddie Musoza, Eddie Kenzo, Kunde, and then Afrima. So Eddie Kenzo was like, I want to inspire young people. Eddie Kenzo didn't go far as an education. So he was like, I want to inspire young people that regardless of the low levels of education, you can still make it, and then you survive out. So he has made his career. But here we speak Uganda, and then English maybe, and then our mother languages. Like me, I come from Western Uganda, and our language is Nyankole.
Nyankole. Yeah, that's Museven's language too.
Yes, he comes from the West, from the same region.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
These are traditional.
So Luganda, is it tribal language or?
Luganda is a language for people in the central region.
Okay.
But of course, Central region having so many people from different regions and tribes, it made it like a national language.
Okay.
I mean, Central region has over 13 million people, and you can just imagine. So most of the people speak Uganda and then English. Yeah. So Uganda is like our national language.
Yeah, indeed.
Then these are traditional music instruments.
Okay.
You can check out all the display
Yeah.
about traditional music instruments.
Yeah. Wow, this is special, man. I like this one. Yeah, this is tortoise, man. This is tortoise skin.
Yeah, tortoise shell.
They use it.
These tortoise shell to make a lot of stuff.
Wow.
Music instruments, bags, like a lot of jewelry, earrings, arm bangles. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a video, a clip showing Uganda when Uganda was attaining its independence in 1962. That is President Milton Obote.
Wow. Can I get that video?
No, I don't have it. The office is closed. It came on a bad day. This was really an ambush.
I'll give you my WhatsApp number.
This was really an ambush.
Let me give you my WhatsApp number because I would love to have that video to share as well.
Yeah.
Man, I genuinely love Uganda, man.
Yeah.
That's when she came.
To the youth.
Brother, I want to appreciate you. Thank you very much for your support today. If you don't mind introducing yourself and what are you doing, because today you've done such an incredible job showing us around, telling us the history about Uganda. I love it, everything about it. So please let us know who you're working with and if people they want to get in touch with you, how can they contact you?
Oh, yeah. So basically, I'm called Livingstone and I'm here. I'm a tour operator. At the moment, I work with the Uganda Museum. Yeah, but I also work with Chimp Trails Africa, a travel company based in Uganda. We do offer trips across the country. Let them be cultural tours, city tours, trekking tours like gorilla trekking, chimpanzee trekking, and safari trips. So we make trips across Uganda. And then I love heritage, man.
Wow.
I love heritage, and I hope to come to Tanzania very soon.
Yeah.
I explore your heritage sites.
Yeah, I'll be there waiting for you.
What are the most treasured heritage sites in Tanzania?
Tanzania, wow, that's a lot. I think you start with, I'll say Kilwa and Zanzibar.
Zanzibar.
I think those are two places that
Zanzibar videos. It's so amazing.
Yeah, you need to go there. Bagamoyo.
Bagamoyo.
Yeah,
I remember
Bagamoyo.
to study about Bagamoyo when I was still schooling.
Really. And the most important one above all of them, Kalenga, Iringa.
Kalenga, Iringa, I've heard about
Hehe
it.
tribe. These are people who fought for the country.
Oh.
Yeah, they really fought against the Germans and they beat the heck out of them. So we are warriors. I am from that tribe. We are warriors in our country.
They move, you won't
Fought for the
find
country.
me from here, but
There are other people here. Their job is only to fish.
The biggest tribe occupying almost over 3 regions.
We're done with that.
Mwanza, Shinyanga.
is Bagamoyo also in Tanzania?
Let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
So I want you to give me Ugandan name.
Ugandan name.
Karamoji name.
Karamoji
Ugandan
name.
man. Yeah. Very funny, good name.
Karamoja. You know, Karamoja is very far. I don't know even if I know any Karamojong name.
Really, but any Ugandan name. Good one.
Can I give you Western name?
Okay, sure.
Let me see. Maybe I can give you Bagumira Binji.
Bagumira Binji. I love that. What does it mean? Bagumira Binji.
Like Bagumira Binji means like you too patient for everything. Like you hard guy. You can literally handle each and every problem, each and every situation. So that is Bagumira Binji.
Guys, this is Bagumira Binji. Bagumira Binji, man, I love it. Patient guy who can handle everything.
Yeah.
That is my Ugandan name.
When you
Bagumira
talk about
Binji.
Ugandan birds, that's what we mean.
Wow, yeah, a lot of them.
11% of the world's total percentage of bird species.
Yeah.
So this is the cultural village. It's part of the museum.
Oh,
It displays the traditional architecture.
no, we need to see this before we leave, huh? Show me just once. This is a traditional village, man.
Yeah.
This is the traditional village.
Museum. So bagumira bingi.
Yes, yes.
This is the unique architecture design
Yes, sir.
for people in Western Uganda.
Yes, sir.
That is architecture design for people in Eastern.
Yes.
Down there is Central region.
Yes.
And this one up is rather down is Northern, then this one up is Central region.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Can you give me one house here? Bagumira Binji needs a house, man. In Uganda. When I
even
come, I
your
come to
house,
stay
you're
here.
literally taking up the museum.
This is good. Okay, so let me stop with him.
Maybe I can take.
Yeah. We appreciate, brother. Thank you so much. Guys, check him out. You heard who he is today. He has been very gracious to us. Bagumira Binji, I am so happy for everything that has happened here.
And you can check out our website, chimtrailsafrica.com, to book your safari to Uganda and you have a memorable experience.
Exactly. Very, very nice guy, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
Love you, man. I love Uganda. Bagumira Binji loves Uganda so much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Guys, we're out of here. Bye-bye.